Life can be a bit of a juggling act. With a never-ending to-do list and distractions lurking around every corner, finding the motivation to tackle tasks can sometimes feel like a herculean feat. That's where the magic of gamifying productivity comes in. But we're not here to dive into the rat race or glorify the hustle. We're all about a more laid-back, holistic approach to getting things done and feeling good about it. So let's talk about turning your everyday tasks into challenges that actually spark a little bit of joy. Understanding the psychology behind gamification without promoting competition or burnout is crucial. Games have this inherent ability to tap into your intrinsic motivation. They give you a sense of achievement, competition, and reward. And when applied to everyday tasks, these elements release dopamine. And that's basically a neurotransmitter that is responsible for your feeling of reward and your feeling of pleasure when you're doing a task. And that is incredibly important to ensure you're fostering your motivation when you're doing something. And that's why when you play a game that you're enjoying, you tend to lose track of time. The challenge lies in utilizing these principles in a way that enhances well-being and encourages a balanced approach to productivity. We want to use competition with yourself in a way to enhance your productivity and make you feel motivated, but not to hinder you from actually making some good progress. A study on self-determination theory emphasizes the importance of intrinsic motivation, autonomy, and relatedness for overall well-being. And holistic gamification aligns with these principles by nurturing that intrinsic motivation and promoting a balanced approach to productivity. And while the emphasis on holistic gamification is a relatively new concept, research indicates its potential benefits. For instance, in a corporate context, this study highlights that gamification can positively impact motivation when designed to address psychological needs such as competence, autonomy, and relatedness. So, how can you turn mundane chores and tasks into challenges that can actually tap into these gamification principles? So, first of all, we need to get real about your goals. Instead of the usual finish this project or clean my house, we need to tap into the values beyond each one of your goals and each one of your tasks. Connecting tasks to your values and long-term aspirations transforms them from mundane duties to meaningful challenges. And for instance, if you're working on a project, envisioning how it contributes to your professional growth or the positive impact it may have on others is a great principle to ensure you are utilizing holistic gamification principles in your productivity routine. And self-care isn't just for weekends or holidays, it's an integral part of your daily game. Points should not only be assigned when you complete tasks, but also when you successfully engage in self-care. Taking a 10-minute break, practicing mindfulness, or going for a walk are all things that count. So you should treat yourself like the VIP player you are, and you should watch those self-care points add up to a more balanced and enjoyable productivity journey. Think beyond the usual progress trackers. You should try to visualize your success in multiple different dimensions. Consider creating a visual board or journal where you celebrate achievements in work, personal growth, relationships, and health and self-care. The Wheel of Life, for instance, is such a typical and powerful exercise to make, like skill points allocated to different areas in your life. It's basically creating a snapshot of your progress over multiple different areas. So remember that completing a project isn't a win in itself. It's basically one of the pieces of the puzzle towards building the life that you want to live. And the workplace doesn't have to be a battlefield, and your personal goals aren't a competition as well. So try to embrace a collaborative mindset. Seek out shared goals with colleagues or friends and collaborative challenges that promote a sense of community, shared victories, and mutual support. Whether it's a work project or a personal goal, you're not alone in this game and you're part of the team. It's also important to remember that time management doesn't have to be rigid and stress-inducing. You can embrace a flexible approach that accommodates the ebb and flow of your energy and priorities. So remember to set realistic timeframes for your tasks, allowing a lot of space in your calendar for breaks and for buffers as well. Time is your ally and not your enemy, so by working with time rather than against it, you'll find a more harmonious and sustainable rhythm to your daily challenges. And your to-dos aren't just checkboxes, they're also opportunities for self-discovery. So try to approach each one of your tasks with your own individual perspective. What skills can you develop and what lessons can you learn? By framing tasks within a narrative of exploration and growth, you transform routine activities into exciting adventures. Your journey is actually more than the sum of your tasks. It's a story of continuous self-discovery and evolution. So this holistic approach to gamifying productivity offers you this sort of refreshing perspective on those conventional notions of success and competition. An app I really recommend you to try is Abitica, and Abitica basically taps into all of the concepts that we have been talking about in this video. You can create your character, build your skills, and basically accumulate points whenever you finish your tasks. Another great app that taps into gamification principles is called Forest. So with Forest, it's a bit of a Pomodoro timer, and it basically allows you to grow trees every single time you are able to study and focus for one specific time chunk. Then you can basically build a forest out of all the time blocks that you've successfully used to study and do your work. By emphasizing intrinsic motivation, self-care, and a balanced lifestyle, you can transform your task into a meaningful challenge that contributes to your overall well-being. So as we navigate the evolving landscape of work and productivity, adopting a holistic gamification mindset can lead to a more fulfilling and sustainable approach to personal and professional growth. And as we wrap up today's video, I've got something special to share that's been instrumental in my language learning journey. And that's Story Learning, who's kindly sponsoring today's video. If you're passionate about mastering a new language like I am, you'll love Story Learning's language course. It's a comprehensive resource filled with effective techniques, engaging lessons, and practical exercises designed to accelerate your language skills. And you have 11 languages to choose from. And what sets this course apart? Well, it's tailored for learners at all levels, making it perfect whether you're a beginner or looking to refine your fluency. And instead of going through a dry approach, you actually feel like you're learning a language in the most organic way possible. First of all, as the name states, you learn through stories, and these are crafted to captivate your interest and help you understand the natural conversation and narration flow. It also makes the entire process more enjoyable and memorable. Also, instead of going through sets of formal rules, you get exposed to authentic language use. So instead of random things to memorize, you'll learn how language is used in different contexts and social interactions, which means you can start using your newly learned skills ASAP, instead of going through a boring, steep learning curve. And of course, we have an exclusive offer for you. So instead of $297, you can get any of their 11 language courses for $97 only. For example, the German Beginners course has 20 modules with more than 60 video lessons, 10 weeks of live support and Q&A, a fully downloadable program, expert pronunciation training videos, audiobook, translations, interactive quizzes, the full package. So if you want to get all of this in your language of choice, make sure to click the link in the description box below.